Hi Sagittarius, welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I hope you're doing amazing, but as we proceed, keep in mind that this is general and it's meant to pertain to around the next 48 hours for you, beginning around when you are guided or drawn to this video, not just following when I post it. But with that said and done, we're going to pull from the wisdom of the Oracle deck to begin and then see where the reading takes us. We have Milk and Honey, Thinker, and Go the Distance. Beautiful. So I did hear the number or see the number on the timestamp in the first attempt of 111. So I wouldn't be surprised if the next 48 hours highlights the fact that you're seeing certain synchronicities, absolutely angel numbers for a lot drawn to the reading. But the number 111, I'm getting don't overthink, okay? Try to get yourself out of your head when you feel that coming to be. Nobody's perfect. Obviously differing from case to case, but I do feel like either way, you're going to be very much mulling things over, doing some reflecting. Spirit saying this is a time where you're going to experience certain levels of peace. And then when you don't, ask yourself why that was. Is it because you were up in your head? Is it because of who or what you were just wrapped up with? Because of what you were trying to accomplish? Could be a location and the energy shifting in it, or just wasn't right from the beginning of that day, or when you stepped into it. So potentially need to step away, especially if you find yourself stuttering, getting a bit nervous, feeling uptight physically. All right, you need to pay attention to your system, your body, and your individual communication and what that's telling you, and adjust from there. But the Milk and Honey card and the Go the Distance card pairing into each other, because I do feel like you are seeing certain levels of, fruition for some. You're manifesting the fruits of your labor taking a highlight. It feels like where you've been putting your effort could have been a business, a project, a hobby. It could be for your job. It could be a relationship for some. It feels like this is working out in your favor. You're seeing lots of abundance in the next 48. This is making you happy, all right? And this may even bring you a different level of peace that you truly deserve at this time. But you may be thinking about gifts. Okay, there might be a discussion of gifts. Interesting, because my mother's a Sagittarius, and I know how this will play in for her. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, through the observation, the awareness coming to be for you individually of the abundance popping up left and right, or even the continuation of which, you're being reminded you're going to go the distance, all right? And so it's the next 2-day period where Spirit's saying, just because you're meant to go the distance, just because you might have a lot on your plate or even decide to take on more, or both, doesn't mean you need to be running around, they're saying like a chicken without a head, or like a cheetah, okay? A need to recognize you will cross that finish line, plus some, and you'll go even further, but at a comfortable pace is absolutely recommended, and you might just get that push. I'm also hearing being viewed as a star, being viewed as a star. Let's continue and pull from the Light Seers. I'm being drawn to an Oracle deck, if I remember, at the end of the reading, to continue for Sagittarius. I need to keep the hope alive. There's a reason why I am doing your reading after the daily, because I do feel like I'm also hearing the word continuation, okay? Potentially in regards to something you're continuing, all right? Could be a job that doesn't feel 100% amazing or positive, or has its ups and downs, its negatives, its imperfections. It could be where you're living, a relationship, you name it. Potentially also in regards to something you need and or desire. But the Five of Cups, the Lovers, and the Five of Pentacles, I do feel like due to your past when it comes to certain connections, that could be more friendship and or dating, I do feel like regardless of what that commitment or lack thereof which looked like, you do expect the worst, right? Some of which this is a commitment or somebody you're connected to. I'm getting marriage for some where you do expect the worst due to the past with that individual, right? And even letting certain other outside factors that you have to cope with, deal with, that you may not even express, get in the way of you expecting the best. It's this feeling that at times the next 48, it's going to be really important for you to notice the positives and let that outshine overtake the focus of certain negatives, imperfections, and even annoyances, I want to say, because I just feel like you want to perfect, you want to at times control a bit, if not fully, wanting to put your 2 cents in, and you will surprise yourself and potentially other people by holding back. And there might be one moment, if not multiple, when you do choose to express your opinion. And Spirit's saying, applaud yourself when you do this in a very appropriate, they're saying delicate manner, all right? And therefore, watch how that person or those people end up absorbing, digesting what you're saying in a much more productive way, okay? Much more efficient way. But I feel like there's a focus on love. You might be thinking about a lack thereof which in your life. You might be pushed to think about a past connection where you just did not fit in with them. There might be financial constraints or thoughts of how your finances are affecting or tying into your connection, or how that's more your focus, and not dating at this time. Apply it to your situation as you should. But yeah, I do feel like there's thoughts of heartbreak currently, and or from the past. Don't disappoint yourself is what I'm hearing. Interesting, by connecting the past to what you have at hand, and what you don't have moving forward yet, or what the future has in store for you. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles, there's thoughts of your financial situation. I'm hearing holding your cards close to your chest. And again, this reiterating that desire in certain ways, or in one particular way, for a level of control. But I do feel like releasing that desire for perfection for some, but at the very least, that desire for control, however it looks for you, it's going to benefit you greatly. Not just in regards to whatever that's tying into, right? But it could be in regards to how your job is run, something of the sort, how people are living. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, you will feel the benefit quite instantaneously, physically, mentally, emotionally. You'll feel a lot lighter. And this is of true importance for you to not, they're saying overdo it. And so I feel like it's a reminder as well on a multitude of levels. Don't overdo it. Consumption, habitually, over speaking, less is more, all right? As well when it comes to thinking once again. And I'm also hearing don't oversleep. Obviously get your beauty rest and whatnot, but I'm hearing sleeping like a king, or queen, but I do feel as if oversleeping is going to be detrimental in a specific way. You know how if you oversleep, you end up feeling more tired in the end, or just kind of sluggish? We need you to feel on point and awake. The Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, as well as the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. I do feel like you are thinking about ultimate financial success, potentially an ideal living situation and or ideal work situation. Could be where you want to run your business. But all the meanwhile, I feel like this is causing a little bit of chaos in your mind. Could be competition in regards to a current position you're looking to exceed, to move on up in that company, right? For that promotion. Could be in regards to the competition, other candidates for that position you want to take on otherwise. Could be in regards to people just kind of having that energy at work and or at home. You might even spark and initiate that energy. I don't know why I'm getting that competitiveness. Trying to motivate people, trying to kind of get things going in that sense. Anyways, I feel like there's a focus on family for some. This doesn't have to be blood related, but for a lot it is. Home life taking a huge focus, and the comfort or the lack thereof which, or both. But the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, because I do feel as if there is victory in the next 2 days. All right, standing proud in all you've overcome. So I wouldn't be surprised if, again, there are certain reminders, not just of a past connection, if not multiple, of other aspects of your path up until this point, and how it hasn't been simplistic, right? At times, maybe. It hasn't been all easy peasy is now what I'm getting. Easy as pie, because I do feel like this has made you who you are today, and you're, for whatever reason, needing that reminder. and this will leave you feeling quite victorious. I do sense that some of which are being reminded victory lies ahead or within this next 2-day period in regards to something new you want to acquire career-wise or investment-wise, okay? And a reminder that more money is flowing in moving forward, so don't let that stress you out, however that looks for you. Let's pull a couple more. 1020, look up that angel number meaning. Yeah, I do feel like there's a focus on your creativity, your glow, your aura, your spark is what I'm getting. I mean, you are a Sagittarius. Your sassy side taking a highlight, your passion all the meanwhile. But certain moments when you're moving quite slowly and or you notice something isn't progressing as quickly or coming in as quickly as you'd like, you're going to be thinking about, if you look at that half circle imagery, lack of fulfillment in certain ways, all right, or not having full fulfillment in your life in one if not multiple areas. But let's wrap this up and pull from the Moon Magic card before I forget. I'm getting that you might be a little bit forgetful, so write things down. Yeah, just stay organized or get organized. I'm ready for something bigger, better, and brighter. Yeah, there's a very Three of Wands vibe coming from this. Thinking about your future, the horizon, wanting to reach for something bigger. Or it could be just you wanting to see your life proceed and come to be in a much brighter manner. Okay, apply it as you should, but let's keep shuffling. I flow towards my goal. I am strongly protected as I go. A very Four of Swords vibe. You're absolutely protected. And make sure you're trusting your intuition in the next 2 days, as this will protect you on a completely different level. Also coming out, okay, I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. Absolutely beautiful. They're saying let the abundance flow in like a waterfall. Love it. And last but not least, I enjoy the serendipity of life. The unexpected can be wonderful. Trust in the mystery, the magic, all the meanwhile. All right? So this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your next 48, and I'll definitely see you next time.